This is the rent roll, keeping your units full, your rent collected, and your owners off your back. Today, the most expensive lie in property management, and it's hiding in your occupancy number. Because your building can be 94% occupied, renting at market, and still lose money every single month. That's not a vacancy problem, it's an economic occupancy problem. Here's exactly where the cash leaks, and the 3 numbers to check before your first call today. Start with the number that fools everyone. Physical occupancy is just doors. 50 units, 3 empty, 94% full. Looks great on the report you send the owner, but physical occupancy doesn't pay the mortgage. Collected rent does. The number that actually pays is economic occupancy. The rent you collect divided by the rent the building would earn if every unit paid full market. Call full market $75,000 a month, 50 units at $1,500 a door. Here's the gut punch. That same building, 94% physically occupied, can be only 84% economically occupied. 84% of $75,000 is $63,000 collected. So $12,000 a month has simply vanished. That's $144,000 a year off a building that looks almost full. Now split that $12,000. Only $4,500 is your 3 empty units, the vacancy you already lose sleep over. The other $7,500 is leaking out of the units you think are full. That's the part nobody's watching. 4 leaks. Leak 1, loss-to-lease. You raised the rents in your head, but half your leases were signed last year at the old number. They're occupied, they're paying, just paying like it's still last year. Every below-market lease is a quiet discount you're giving and never approved. Leak 2, concessions. 1 month, free to fill a unit fast, the rent cut that puts on a costume and calls itself a promotion. That's about 8% off that tenant for the whole year. Stack a few, and your collected rent drops while your sign still says full. Leak 3, bad debt. Occupied, but not actually paying. The tenant who answers every call with, "I'll have it Friday." It is never Friday. A delinquent unit is the worst of both worlds. No cash coming in, and you can't re-rent it. It counts toward your 94% and contributes 0. Leak 4, non-revenue units. The model unit. The maintenance tech living on site. The unit that's been down for a renovation since March. All occupied on paper. None of them paying $1. So the 3 empty units you obsess over? Smallest leak in the building. The real money, that $7,500 a month, is hiding inside the units that look full. So here are your 3 numbers. Physical occupancy, economic occupancy, and the dollar gap between them. Then run the spread between those 2 percentages like a traffic light. Green, they're within about 3 points. Your rent roll is telling the truth. Enjoy it. Yellow, a 4 to 7 point gap. Concessions and loss-to-lease are creeping. Go look at the discounts you've been handing out. Red, 8 points or worse. That's bad debt or non-revenue units eating you alive. Open your delinquencies and your offline units first, today. That's the whole job this morning. Before your first call, check 3 numbers: physical occupancy, economic occupancy, and the dollar gap. Because a full building that doesn't collect isn't full. It's just busy. Tomorrow, the small late fee you keep deciding not to enforce, and the thousands a year that decision quietly costs you. Follow the rent roll, so tomorrow's brief lands automatically. Always one number that pays for itself. This has been the rent roll. Go check your gap.